Hello, everyone. Welcome to Diecast Calls. This is my tribute to Memorial Day in remembrance of those who have served our country and those who gave the ultimate price for our protection. To enjoy a video like this, another Diecast call. These were all customs that were made specifically in colors that are unlike anything that Mattel made back in the day. And what I'm going to do is today's video not only dedicated to in remembrance of those who served, but to remember specific battles. As we're going through each of these cars, there's going to be a remembrance. As an example, this first one, this car is dedicated to in remembrance of the Battle of Caisson. You may remember that name. That's from the Vietnam War era. An unfortunate circumstance that our installation in Caisson, the air base, was attacked, of course, by the Vietnamese, backed by China, and many of our guys never made it out. And so this beach bomb, no pun intended, ever. I'm very respectful of our men and women in service. That I'm going to put some boards on there, but that's a nice rose pink, a rose pink, specifically made custom beach bomb. The Siege of Caisson. That was 1968. This casting is from 1969, of course. So each one of these we have a special remembrance, as I mentioned here. This next one is in remembrance of during the Vietnam era. Would have been the Tet Offensive, and the Tet Offensive was from January to March of 1968, and that was an attack on all corners of our guys. And this is a fatigue, if you will, a British green, a green enamel that has been restored. This is a Lotus turban, beautifully restored in enamel green. Again, a color that Mattel did not make. Those are reproduction deep dish wheels. That's a special little car right there. Yep, the Tet Offensive, 1968. The next one is going to be, this particular opening is dedicated to those men and women who were involved with the Battle of Hamburger Hill. Hamburger Hill was during the Vietnam War in May of 1969. Now, as a kid growing up, I remember watching the news every single night, and they'd be talking about, which battles were being fought, and, the casualties, and it's just such a sad time in our history that would have happened. But I want to dedicate this Cockney cab to the Battle of Hamburger Hill, May of 1969. This is also a enamel green, and this one has their original tires. Those are original Redline tires. This one is enamel green, just like this other British, the one I just opened up, the Lotus. So these are both made specifically to show off, if you will, the beauty of enamel green. Enamel green. It's actually British green. Isn't that a nice one? Nicely restored, beautifully done. Cockney cab. That's a Hong Kong casting. You can tell by the blue tint to the windows. And there's the Yukon Jack in the back. Beautiful car, isn't it? Battle of Hamburger Hill. Now, the other another major battle during the Vietnam War was the Easter Offensive, and that would have been putting us into January of 1973. January 1973, the Easter Offensive. You know, Nixon had taken over as president, obviously, in 72, 71, I can't remember, somewhere around that time. And they were trying to wind down and negotiate an exit from the war. This is a Evil Weevil in beautiful gold chromy finish. That's a overchrome. Maybe you can see my camera and the reflecting off the roof on this one. This is a beautiful, gorgeous car. Gold Evil Weevil. Again, this car in this color was not made by Mattel. They were only made in Hong Kong. Evil Weevil in gold. And that's the Easter Offensive right there. Next car up is going to be in remembrance of the unfortunate fall of Saigon, the end of the war, the evacuation of Saigon. You may remember the video of the helicopters evacuating people as they were on the top of the roof of one of the American installations in Saigon. And as the enemy was approaching, the helicopters were arriving from ships anchored off at sea to evacuate the Americans and the South Vietnamese allies as they were exiting and the war was ending. This is a sugar caddy in beautiful gold. Those are original wheels. Beautiful white interior, glass buffed to perfection. There's your tail lights in the back. This is based on an Eldorado, of course, and what a beautiful car. Beautiful color. That's a nice one. The Fall of Saigon. So this is in remembrance of those who have served and allowed us to enjoy this type of freedom that we have today. Freedom here in the United States of America by those that that paid the ultimate price. Those who came back with injuries and permanent disabilities. We thank you for your service. Obviously appreciate everything that you did, that you gave up for us to have the freedom that we have today. This next one is dedicated to the Grenada War, 1983, October of 83. That was President Reagan was our president at the time. This is a beautiful TNT bird. This is a nice little gold nugget right here. Custom made. Beautiful car. All the details. This one's dedicated to the Grenada War, October of 1983. There's a couple of, there's your gold nuggets right there. Got a couple more. Now, a circumstance that happened, you may remember back in also 1983, was the unfortunate loss of many U.S. Marines in the Marine barracks bombing at Beirut. That was October 23rd, 1983. This car is dedicated to that. This is a Barracuda in rose pink. What a beautiful white interior. Hong Kong, of course. Those are reproduction wheels. Beautiful car. Absolutely gorgeous color. The custom rose pink in overchrome. There's my camera, you can see. Beautiful job. There's your tail light in the back. This car is dedicated to the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, October 1983. Next car is dedicated to Desert Storm. This is car is dedicated to the Desert Storm. That was, of course, August of 1990. We had just recently had the arrival of our third son, our second son, sorry. His name is Daniel, and this is a gold, beautiful, nitty-gritty kitty. Look at this car. This has got reproduction wheels. It is the gold appearance, gold translucent paint. This is a Hong Kong model as well. Beautiful taillights. She's a beaut. Dedicated to those who fought in Desert Storm. Desert Storm. I'll put these in the back a little bit so you can see those as I'm going through them and all the dedications that we're calling out. A couple more, two more actually. The next one, this car inside here is dedicated to those who have served, who lost their lives, and who protected us, who came back and are dealing with the injuries and the psychological injuries too of that time. And this would have been Desert Shield, January of 1991. Desert Shield. Yeah, this is a beautiful. Oh, look at here. You got another TNT. So there's two TNTs today. The TNT that we looked at earlier in gold, and then its cousin in rose pink. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful car. This is another white interior. Really shines nice. It's got the overchrome appearance to it. Those are reproduction wheels, of course. Reproduction roundels, reproduction stripe, just like the other one. But this one's dedicated to those. Desert Shield, January 1991. Anybody who's listening, who's watching this video, I want you to know I'm doing this in all respect and admiration for everything that you gave up in your lives. You know, the sacrifices that you did, all the training, all the time away from your loved ones. And for those that obviously, this last one is for the loved ones who are no longer with us. The very last car. And this is the one, people that are no longer with us from World War I, World War II, the Korean War. My dad actually was fought in, actually he was in Germany during the Korean War. May they all rest in peace. Those dedicated souls, those who protected us. And we want to thank you for your service and your sacrifice. This little custom T-Bird with deep dish original wheels is dedicated to all those who have died in the various world wars, the Korean War, like I said, and also that, you know, you gave the ultimate gift. So we thank you. We thank you for watching this little box unopening of all these customs, all in colors not made by Mattel, as I mentioned. But just a last shout out here, a shout out to a friend of mine. His name is Ben, and very inventive young man who really, as a young boy, we would give him little appliances, kitchen appliances, like a blender or, you know, a mixer or, you know, a toaster or whatever. And Ben had the unique ability as a young boy to reverse engineer, take apart these appliances. And now he's a successful professional in the technical industry. And I want to also, you know, shout out to Ben and to his dad, mom, and his sister, and his brother. And thanks for watching, everybody. And thank you for everyone for what you've done Memorial Day 2021. And you share some time with me to enjoy these beautiful customs, and come back often. Subscribe and like. I have much more to show you. There's much more in the pipeline. So I'll be posting again soon. But until then, God bless you and God bless America. Goodbye.